And now I think that's going to be a huge reason why Lillian is taking the starting spot over.
Now we are going to jump straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. Picks and bans for Game 1 of Invictus Gaming versus Dominus Esports. And already you're seeing the bans thick and fast. Elise, Pantheon, Lucian for the IG, while DMO are looking at the Aphelios, the Akali, and I would imagine they're going to look to try and get rid of something towards those subtle lanes. Yes, the Orianna going to be taken away.
So we've been seeing Orianna specifically being used as a counter to the Mordekaiser in lane. I think Qiyana is just going to be the kind of no-brainer first pick here. I do expect DMO to be the ones trying to pick up the Misfortune and also try to get the Mordekaiser in the first rotation as well.
And we saw Mordekaiser earlier today. Even when he's completely shut down, he's still useful because you can put your jungler into the Death Realm and it basically becomes a 4v4. But looks like he may look towards getting his jungle locked in. They don't want to be too far out, and they want to give away too many secrets, as DMO haven't really been seen too much yet. As we said, it's their LPL debut this year.
Yeah, and just to talk about the teams a little bit, IG actually, Puff and Southwind, they don't really mind it not getting the Misfortune, even though Misfortune has been super dominant in both Kespa and also the Demacia Cups. I feel like his Senna is just a cut above everyone else's. He makes very good use of the mist to make catches. He really isn't bothered playing up against the Misfortune. So you're going to see IG give this pick away a lot of times.
And they don't really have that much of a priority onto the Misfortune. They're very happy giving that one away and having the flex of the Qiyana between Lian and Rookie. You saw Lian play it pretty much, or Jungle, excuse me, pretty much play it for IG versus FBX. But again, very, kind of the play that sealed, or not sealed, but definitely helped them along the way to their qualification of Worlds 2019 was that Qiyana ultimate from Rookie. So you can't always anticipate it going towards that jungle position. The Braum picked up though as well, fairly standard counter to the Misfortune, very good at just keeping her at bay, especially with that bullet time behind the Unbreakable.
I don't think we've actually seen a Misfortune be able to win out when a Braum is picked here. It hasn't happened today. The Braum... the Braum was on the same side with his Misfortune, excuse me. But just the effect of negating 32% of her damage just with one ability, it just changes the dynamic so much. It makes her completely useless, and you can also interrupt with the ult as well.
Yeah, we'll see the Rumble, something that we actually haven't seen in quite a while, just finally get its way out. And I'm quite excited to see now. You've got the, as another fellow caster of mine calls the hot pot of League of Legends. You got the Cataclysm on top of the Equalizer, and you could just boil people alive.
Yeah, we're seeing the Furnace or the Hot Pot composition come out from DMO. Very heavy focus onto the early Drake fights. I think that's what you're going to see from this team. If Rumble can make use of his Equalizer earlier on, it does a ton of base damage. It really spikes up your mid game.
See, now Gragas going to be banned away there by DMO. Gragas a very, very good pick into the Misfortune, so they do not want to let that one get through, because otherwise the Misfortune just can't do anything with a Braum, a Qiyana, and a Gragas. She just can't move, rather, without being absolutely destroyed. And now we're going to see now what the side of Invictus Gaming want to go for. They're going to prioritize the Rakan. I'm surprised to see we haven't seen the Nautilus banned yet, nor the Leona, and they're normally the two things we generally see banned away when they get to this stage of the bans.
Definitely has been the case. So very interesting choices here by IG. I think Mark, when you're looking at Demacia Cup, a lot of times he actually didn't go for the Leona or Nautilus. A bit of a weird champion pick. He actually went for the Alistar sometime. So Mark has been having a little bit of issues, I would say, hanging on to the S-tier supports from what we've seen of his recent games. But IG are still going to respect him in that regard and take away the Leona.
It looks like the Nautilus is being hovered. But again, like you said, could flock back towards the Alistar. Definitely not something we generally see. As you said, the S-tier supports definitely more be like the Braum, the Leona, the Nautilus, and then you're kind of slowly moving down towards the Thresh. But the Nautilus does get knocked in, so we will see if Mark's champ pool is that deep or not.
First item, Gargoyle Stoneplate, is still going to be the favored support overall. This is what we've been seeing consistently.
Ooh. Okay, we got ourselves an Echo and a Kennen. All right, IG coming out with some seriously strong, flashy plays, coming out with the solo lanes.
I hope that Xia can survive the level 3, because this is going to be absolutely brutal.
That is assuming it isn't an Echo jungle. The Echo and the Qiyana could flex between the two.
Strong point right there. Yeah, we are actually seeing Echo more being played into the jungle. There's been a lot of solo queue builds where you go with the Ardent Sensor and just give yourself fervor to move around the map.
Well, we're all locked in. Aurelia going to be the final pick there for DMO. Almost certainly going to go to natural there on that top side. That gives him a little bit of power, a little bit of outplay potential. And we'll see now where everything starts to land as everything starts to get shuffled around for IG. They are, of course, going to have their Varus and their Braum in that bot side, and the Echo and the Kiana. Going to wait until we hit about 25 seconds or 20 seconds before I really commit to where that one's going, because that can literally flex between either role.
I do actually like the Echo a little bit more into the side lanes. What we're seeing right now is IG, if they put Echo mid, then that gives them a very good 1-3-1 potential. And we've seen how Knight has done with it. He actually popularized the Echo pick in the LPL, and also was the champion that he took rank 1 in Korea with. So this is something that I think Rookie is definitely very well aware of. It's still a very strong champion pick. And I just think if you're thinking about the one-on-one potential, then you definitely have to consider Echo, because he has so much chase. He can get out of a lot of the Rumble crowd control as well.
Looking at the drafts, everything locked in. Who are you taking?
I do like IG a little bit more. I think just based on their personal individual strength, they're going to do very well in the laning phase. It's not guaranteed that DMO are even going to be able to group for that Drake. And when the game goes later on, you know, we've been seeing a lot of the Hextech Gunblade first Kennen in Kespa Cup, and also the Echo has made a very large resurgence, even in the mid lane as well.
We'll have to wait and see. I personally gonna put out all my biases right now. I'm on the DMO hype train.
Okay, let's go.
Genuinely love it. I'm excited for this team. I'm excited to see how they kind of push themselves forward with GA now in the mid lane, Bless in the jungle, to see how they synergize as well, because like we talked about in the previous series and probably forevermore, it's all about that mid jungle synergy, and I want to see if it really comes up. I want to see if that hot pot is able to set them up for success.
Still got a moment before we get into the game. The most important thing is for Xie to not die early. This combination is going to be so deadly. He doesn't really have any gap closers. If he gets hit by the parallel convergence, Rumble can pretty much kiss his roaming days goodbye.
We are going to jump straight onto the riff, ladies and gentlemen. IG looking to keep their hot streak alive after they took the first series against FBX, where DMO looking to start with a splash against the 2018 World Champions. We're waiting to see exactly how it all unfolds.
Just a Rookie fan out there. That's his name spelled in Chinese.
Just the one.
Oh, and for fans on DMO side, we were seeing Mark. I do believe I have said this multiple times, but I find him to be very handsome, one of the most handsome players we have in the LPL, a very strong jawline, and he does do the cross-dressing as well, and that's what the sign said. It said, "Mark, you little princess."
LPL can be weird sometimes. LPL's a strange beast. If you're only joining us because you're like, you know what, LPL, the World Champions, I want to see what this league's all about, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It's great fun, though.
Sure is.
Can't say it's not entertaining.
I just had so many flashbacks.
I know, you're just trying to recover from that. I can see you're like, where do I take this? I have nowhere to take this. I can't bring this forward anymore. I will save you, Clement. I'll bring you out of the pit of despair. Tell me about this bot lane. You've got the Nautilus and the Misfortune versus the Varus and the Braum. Early, mid, late, what's going on?
So the first thing you have to be aware of, there's a real possibility with the DMO bot lane getting the push, getting the level lead, and Jarvan pathing downwards, that they could do you a 4-camp, 3 level 3s into 2 level 2 type of a dive. We've actually seen this being the premier play in the LPL. You always have to think about that play. You also have to play around it. So what I want to see is how the warding goes and how IG controls their lane to keep it right outside of their tower. The way you counter is you make sure the wave doesn't crash at the same time the jungler is coming. And that does take some wave management to complete here. And you can see that IG themselves are very aware of the possibility of very early ward out there just to check if Bless is going to come here level 3. Doesn't really happen. And they're allowed to play a little bit more aggressively post that.
See already Rookie and Xie exchanging blows in this early game. It does sort of favor Xie a little bit, as he isn't mana dependent and can get those nice little overheat auto attack exchange. But with a minion duo materializer, it means that Rookie will be able to get himself a nice move in. Actually, Bless is here. Rookie needs to be very, very careful. They're going to try and come in. Leanna's there as well. The Ignite has gone down. Good restrain here from the side of DMO. They recognize the threat. They don't go in fully, but they do force Rookie back.
Oof, that was playing very close to edge there by Rookie. Knowing that his jungler was going to come in, that's why he was able to zone him out. And Natural, wow, taking so much damage on the top side.
Don't think you have much of an issue with it now. It should be pushing back into him, can TP back into lane. You can see the Shy realizing this, pushing up the lane as fast as he possibly can. Right now we're seeing very small little tentative wins and losses on both sides of the solo lanes, as Gala gave his support a little cheeky back so he can get himself back in. Actually, wasn't even a back for Mark. He was just making sure that the Kiana wasn't behind them.
Yeah, just wanted to hold that lane safer. And in situations like these, it's always very important to watch how the team that gets pushed in kind of rebounds, because we've been talking about the alcoves and how easy it is to hide junglers when you have a lane advantage and you're lane pushing. So this, a lot of the times, will require jungle attention to allow you to push back.
And exactly as you call it, you're a prophet just like Crumbs. We do see Bless going down towards that bot side to create a little bit of pressure, try and create more of a gap between the Misfortune Nautilus and the Varus and Braum. Successfully does so, and we can see that bot lane evened up again.
We do have to point this out. The Shy just etched himself a huge win in the top side. He actually walked back into lane, so he's going to be up a teleport in that first Drake fight. This is very detrimental to the way DMO wants to play their composition.
See if it does make a difference. They have got about another 4 minutes or so before that comes back up. The Shy, though, is behind on levels, and the wave is pushing against him. He needs to be very, very aware of that before he pushed himself anyway forward. Should be okay, though, on the Kennen. Has got a relatively decent range to be able to push things back, but overall, not the best position to be in.
We do have to mention that Kennen's laning phase was pretty much nerfed with the previous changes to his E. Doesn't get the extra resistances anymore. Instead, only gets him on the Slicing Maelstrom. So you do have to wait a while to get tanky.
Bless was the only one spotted out by that Ghost Portal. They do not know that Mark is here. But level 6 has been hit, so the parallel convergence is available for Rookie, which means he is pretty damn safe to be able to even turn around a 1v3. And uh-oh, Natural sees Leon and backs himself away very, very quickly. That could have gone very south very fast.
Yeah, and this is going to be difficult for Natural to actually get out of sometimes. Never mind, the Shy's just actually going to re-shove and try to find a back timing before the action starts heating up in the bottom side.
Oh, talking about bottom side, we're actually going to see Puff getting taken down. You talked about laning phasing, and that's just going to be Summoner's Blown for the bot side there. No flashes burned by Gala. Mark, what happened to your prediction? You're not Crumbs, you're a fraud.
That looked like a straight-up hook that Puff took to the face, and unfortunately for him, he couldn't flash over the wall. He actually just slammed his face into it.
And the great thing here for the side of DMO is they've already rotated, Xie down. They could potentially look for the Cloud Drake if they wanted to. They're just going to go for the push, but even then, Gala and Mark getting the advantage over Puff and Southwind, and not only that, 4 Summoners Blown versus 2. What happened?
Yeah, well,
there you go. That's what happened.
Straight up hook straight through the minion wave. Very well done by Mark. And unfortunately, kind of a bronze flash coming in from Puff as well. Just plants himself squarely into the terrain and dies.
It's very, very unfortunate. And that's great signs for DMO. They've finally got themselves an advantage. And it's in the bot lane of all places, not somewhere we were expecting.
Yeah, once again, in their previous matchup where DMO did manage to win, they had to get away from Puff the majority of the game because he was dominating the lane and he was also putting out tons of damage on that Senna. So this is good news from DMO. Their bot lane can stand up to IG.
Definitely showing signs of cracking here from Puff. But it's all about how you bounce back. It's not how hard you hit, it's how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. So you can see now Xie very aware of how much space he needs to be giving this Echo. Echo already gone back and picked up that Hextech Gunblade.
Typically we do see the Proto Belt and the Banshees being the preferred build. A lot of times you will see the Echo take up Time Warp Tonic because his trade patterns are so extended, and he runs a Corrupting Potion as well.
See, Bless now is here, trying to mirror Leon. Neither have seen each other, like ships passing in the night. And Mark here as well to help just push back Rookie so they can try and free up GA. See where he goes from here. They have got the Equalizer available and the Ignite. Leanne is here. So it would have been a straight up 2v2, but no ultimate there for Mark, so they didn't really feel comfortable going for that exchange.
And you can see what DMO are setting themselves up to do. They're very worried about the top lane dive potential coming in from the Shy. Even though he hasn't bought any items in a very long time, all he needs is the crowd control.
Oh, there's Bless. He's going to walk straight into a stun. And that means he's going to be pretty much taken away from this fight. Flash over, flash away, right into the waiting arms of Rookie. Thank you very much. And that's going to be a first kill of the game going over to IG.
I love this answer from the Echo. Matches the push coming in from Shia's Rumble and is able to impact the jungle first. So once again, IG, their top side, does seem to be superior.
Top side seems to be superior, but they are forfeiting a lot of this bot side. Gala is having a field day at the moment, just kicking up turret plates, as they did have to rotate Puff and Southwind to try and cover up that mid lane while Echo went for the roam. And right now, IG keeping it equal, keeping DMO honest.
A sweet amount of gold that they got. 2 turret platings just for Gala. He's going to be going for a very fast Essence Reaver. And looking forward to Rookie, what he can do in this lane. I think you're going to see him get even more impact with the Proto Belt especially. A lot of times he can decide which wave he wants to just, you know, pop his passive and start going into the river. It's one of the few matchups where we don't see Rumble actually get that push lead.
Just waiting now to see where Rookie can bring this lead. He's got his flash, got his teleport. Almost certainly going to have his Proto Belt now in a second. And you can see with DMO knowing that the bot lane isn't got the pressure, the mid lane only just went back. They can take this Cloud Drake, pick themselves up some 10% CDR on their ultimates, which overall is exactly what they wanted to get, because that as an early dragon is fantastic for the composition.
And especially when you're running a wombo combo team fight, then a lot of times ultimate CDs do matter. You can go in when people don't have flashes, and these small timings do start to add up. So great find there by DMO. They had the bot lane pushing completely. They knew Echo was going to teleport back, so well done.
Bless just misses out there on that Scryer's Bloom, so he has not been spotted out just yet, as Leanne now finds himself roaming towards this bot's side. It's been a very tempered start here from these two teams. Nothing really explosive happening. Yes, we had the, as I say that though, Rookie going to go straight in onto GA, and with his ultimate up and the double buffs on his side, he is no way in any danger to be taken down, even if he does get caught.
Using that regeneration from the red buff to maximum advantage, making sure he can get some trades even underneath tower. This is going to be a huge thing we have to look for. The parallel convergence is great at zoning out Misfortune. You can keep the W after it lands. You don't have to go into it immediately. You can actually still proc the stun by walking into it 1.5 seconds afterwards. So it's going to be very hard for Misfortune to find her footing if she's coming into the team fight later.
Thank you, Rookie, for the demonstration. As we see now, IG with topside pressure, mid lane pressure, and a bot lane that's able to rotate far quicker, they are going to have the priority over this Rift Herald and possibly be able to drop it off into that mid lane, really crack open those side lanes.
I mean, this is a team that takes Herald extremely fast. We see the Blade of the Ruin King buy out coming from Puff to sync that straight up with a objective take. I love this play. This is a very measured, a very calculated play. And it doesn't really even matter about the first Drake. If you're talking about Drake versus Herald, I still prefer the first Herald.
That's a lot of front-loaded gold that you're able to get, especially if you can get it just before the 14-minute mark, as Bless is now here. Try and help out his team's turret. As we can see, Gala and Mark also rotating up. A little slow on the rotation, which means that they're going to have a lot of free time for the Shy to be picking up some CS in that bot lane. Actually, in mid lane, we're going to see a full-on dive there. Xie needs to be very careful not to get caught into that parallel convergence. And he's going to get jumped in straight. Doesn't even need it to take him down. Doesn't need the damage, only needs the escape. And that's going to be mid lane getting cracked open. Rookie just showing his pedigree.
Straight up solo kill past 2 towers. Beautiful use of his passive and electrocute. And this is just blowing the game wide open. We talked about Xie versus Rookie, how their grudge is going back a long time. And even though Xie got the better stats last split, Rookie still's got his number.
That is Rookie showing you that he is still considered one of the best mid laners in this entire league, and why he is considered one of the best mid laners in this entire league.
I really want to see how that trade actually started out. Looks like she took a lot of sustained damage coming in from the Time Winder, and a beautiful finish for Rookie. You pop that Proto Belt in an instant, and you get closer for that phase dive as well to finish off the job.
Yeah, just seems like it was very almost textbook, if you like. GA, you have no tower, my friend. You are not a safe boy. You need to back yourself up. Hasn't even finished an item just yet. Looking towards going towards that Rylai's Crystal Scepter. Whereas you're looking at a Sheen and Protobell. Pure dueling ability here from Rookie. Looking to 100-0 anyone he finds.
Now, typically, it isn't the Rylai's. Most of the time, we do see the Liandry's coming in first because you do have slow on your ultimate and also your E. So most of the time, you're just looking for that extra HP damage coming in from Liandry's.
Yeah, I calculated it as like, oh, he's got those 3 items. That equals Rylai's. I forgot about Haunting, guys. And then obviously Liandry's. But you're absolutely correct. And now we can see DMO try and find themselves some kind of a foothold back in this game because they're slowly losing it. It's nearly a 3,000 gold lead, but only a kill in the difference. Now it's pretty much purely on that mid lane as he's got 20 CS, 2 kills, the whole tower and the turret platings. It's all on Rookie right now, and this is what makes IG such an incredibly impressive and also terrifying team, is that they can find advantages pretty much everywhere. Natural does flash away, does get a little bit of damage reduction as well, and this is why we love this guy. He is doing so damn well. Flash into the Cataclysm, but Leon gets himself out. He's hiding in the brush, trying to find something as the Shy gets out of the slicing Maelstrom, and they do find a kill. IG are just too good sometimes.
Wow, that was very damn impressive. Lion gets out with 150 HP. I thought Natural was going to show us a replay that we showed in Demacia Cup, but no chance for that one as the synergy in the top and jungle survive for IG.
As we say that, though, wow. Natural felt his chances were pretty high. The Shy, though, is still the Shy. And Rookie also gaining a little bit of an advantage there on the bot side, meaning that Puff and Southwind can push it up. Aurelia did go down, which means that top lane tower will almost certainly drop as well. And we're just not seeing opportunities here for DMO. They have to outplay, which is just not what you're not going to be able to do it.
The feared IG laning overflow comes up once more, and they have to show a replay of what happened there. Natural was pretty low, but so was the Shy without ultimate. I do want to see that solo. Please.
I think we'll get it once we're getting out of the dragon being taken. I'm sure once the IG decide that the game has now found itself a natural lull, they'll actually be able to try and reset it. But, like you said, the ability to be able to kind of change at a moment's notice as such, as we can see Bless is trying to delay backs as much as he possibly can. They're trying to get as much of an advantage out of IG's over-aggressive pushing, and you can see right now they've got the advantage here. They have no Nautilus ultimate to really set it up, though.
Look at the ward behind them. The Shy still has teleport up. If they fully commit to this 3-man, they're going to get wiped here.
Rookie has teleport as well. They could get a 5-man into this bot lane very, very quickly. And you can see Shie is coming down as well. This is all too easy to set up for the side
Here we go.
IG. The flash in. Going to be the flash out there by Mark. They're going to try and get away as fast as they possibly can. Shie needs to run. They're going to drop down the hot pot as much as they possibly can. Only the Cataclysm that was used. Mark is going to be the target, though. Flash in from Rookie. There's the concussive blow. Is going to keep him down. The Shy steals that one. Natural keeps hold of his teleport. They gain a kill. They lose teleports, but Natural should be able to push up this top lane.
And that's just such an experienced play coming from IG. You cannot push that far forward in a lane, in an area where IG just had total control. They were setting up for that. They had the foresight to plan that. And they get rewarded quite handsomely. Double teleports down only for 1 kill, but it completely evaporates the siege that they have, and I don't think Natural is going to be able to get this tower.
I don't think he can get this tower, but will he be able to escape with his life? He's going to try, and unfortunately for him, that's a Kiana. And you are gone, my friend. 6-1 on the scoreline, 4,500 gold. IG sailing into a comfortable lead.
Just the things that Kiana can do. That was, Natural was definitely level 11 at the very least, so had a level lead over Lillian. Wasn't enough to keep him alive. And once you get that Kiana rolling, you can kiss your Wombo combo goodbye because the split push is going to be too strong. You're never going to have the chance to group. And it looks like DMO is going to be another victim of the lane kingdom.
The lane kingdom that is IG. They haven't even finished the laning phase effectively. They're still just pushing in solo into all these lanes, trying to get as much as they possibly can. Rookie is still very, very safe as well. We'll take a bit of a flame spitter on the back end, but overall, I've got to admit, I've been disappointed by Shie. this pick hasn't really worked out for him. It hasn't really done much for him, and I feel like picking the Rumble almost kind of fell into the hands of Fly and IG, where they were able to say, well, we know you'll take that because we can take Echo.
We really haven't seen a solo champion be able to counter Rumble out this hard. A lot of times Rumbles, is when he starts shield first, it's actually very difficult to push him out of lane. But this was basically a solo win on Rookie's part. He didn't really have help from anyone. Straight solo kill beneath 2 towers coming in against Shiye. And look at his items right now. He is very, very far ahead. Has that Banshees to start the split pushing, and that's kind of the greatest counter to DMO's Wombo combo. Never letting you group.
If you keep the laning phase going, there is no way you can actually make this Cataclysm into, Vanguard's Edge, into every kind of bullet time, and also the Equalizer happen. And right now, it's just becoming a very, very, very difficult game for DMO. They need to try and find something. They need to try and find some kind of an advantage. As Xie, I don't know if he's going to die, but he's definitely not going to be happy.
Gets a summoner right off of Xie, so still a win for Rookie, just trading a shorter cooldown there. And that was pretty much an alpha move. He's just showing how much damage that he can actually do.
Rookie is unbelievably strong in terms of the 1v1. He's got himself the Protobell and the Lich Bane, which means that if he gets even close to auto-attacking you with the amount of resets he can get from the Lich Bane into an auto-attack, you're just going to lose your entire health bar, even if you're a tank. You have to respect that from the side of DMO. And unfortunately for Gala, I feel so bad for the dude. You did it. You tried your best and you held. And the rest of your team let you down. This was not the DMO solo lanes I was expecting.
It was almost a 40-minute game, and they didn't find a kill on Puff. They got that kill on Puff finally, and it just
within like 10 minutes. Yeah,
still doesn't work out for them. And I'm starting to see the trade pattern between the Echo and the Rumble. It's really favorable on the Echo side. He can put the parallel convergence down. If you turn around, that's no flame spitter damage, and he's allowed to just wail on you with his Z-Drive resonance. He gets a lot of extra attack speed from that. And a really good pocket pick coming out from Rookie.
Very good pocket pick, but at the same time, this Rumble pick, I have yet to see an Equalizer. That's the genuine thing. As I say that, though, there's a good hook. They're going to drop down the Nautilus ultimate as well. There's the Equalizer into the hot paw and the bullet time as well. Everyone's going to have to force themselves back out of this fight. And DMO, despite being so far behind, despite finding a kill, will still lose themselves an inhibitor.
Well done, but a little bit too late. Not able to actually make anything happen in the early phases. And Rookie's still behind them. Is
now they know.
Gonna go in?
Now they know that he's there. So they're going to try and take this Infernal Drake, but without Leanne trying to steal it. They're trying to just take it as fast as they physically can. Bless is there with the smite. They have got the vision on it there. Rookie has the ultimate and also might be his flash very, very soon. They're going to jump straight back on top of this. Rookie jumps straight back out. And now the fight comes in. Great little hook there, but no one's there for Mark. Mark, I'm so sorry. You've just been left for the Wolves, and DMO back themselves away, but the Shy is ending the game! What is this? They're going in absolutely... They're just flying back. That's all they have to do because Xie can do nothing against this. Bless is dead. They're going to find the Misfortune and Natural as well. Puff just has to play keep away. The Shy can literally end this game if he wants to. He's got the minions in about 2 seconds.
Oh boy, man. It's really...
Oh, Gala! Gala, no! Oh, he almost trades, but it's just not enough. And while it was all happening, the Shy trying his very best to end this game. DMO, it was fun while it lasted.
It definitely was. I feel bad for these guys. This was probably the toughest opponent they could face early on. And it went right into their weaknesses. We were talking about DMO. They used to be known as Sino Dragons. They were the LDL champions, 14 straight matches coming all the way into the LPL. They had great teamwork synergy, but unfortunately their laning strength still remained that of the LDL. And now they have to go up against IG, a world champion.
And I love the patience from IG. Yes, they lost someone. You can see the fight coming in here. Mark has been having a fantastic game, in my opinion, on this Nautilus, and he really did set this one whole thing up. And even behind, they don't bring the Kennen in. You can see he's thinking about it, and then immediately goes back towards top lane. And we got to cut that replay short because they've already started Baron.
And we do have to look about the flanking positions. The Shy still does have his flash up, so he's going to be very threatening to the back line. Also, Echo playing keep away as well. DMO, they have their summoners, but can they chain it together?
Rookie and the Shy. There's the flash out, though, as we've got the flanking coming in from Rookie. Does have his flash available to him and his ultimate. The parallel convergence gets dropped down as well. Can they really go in for this? The Shy going to pop the slicing Maelstrom, and there's Rookie as well. They're going to try and just delete as many people as they possibly can. The Aurelia is dead. Leanne just comes in off the backside as well with a huge ultimate. They can keep the Baron proc because there's just nothing needed. It was effectively a 3v5. 4 go down. None going to be falling for the side of IG. And Xie going to be taking the walk of shame home as IG just tear his base apart.
This does look like the end of the game. Only one Nexus turret remaining after the Shy was left to split push almost the entire time. And you got to give it to IG. It looks like they haven't missed a beat.
IG coming off of their win over FBX. Maybe we question, did they prep enough for the side of DMO? I think the answer is it doesn't matter. They are so damn good in their laning phase. They don't even need to end it.
Yeah, that was disgusting to watch. And you have to remember, this is IG on blue side. They're not even supposed to get the counter picks most of the time. But the Shy with the Kennen blind is still able to punish. He etched out a free teleport in the top lane. And Rookie looked like he was smurfing, honestly.
Rookie looked like Rookie. I think the only way I can describe that game was a big yikes.
It definitely was. Now, you might be wondering why we showed in the head-to-head Rookie with the negative gold lead, but Summer Split Rookie had a very turbulent time. He had to go back to Korea for family, all different sorts of issues. This is looking like the Rookie we got to see at World Championship.
I was going to say, this looks like 2019 World Championship, 2018 World Championship. The Rookie we know and love. The Rookie that doesn't care who you play against him. He's got an answer. He doesn't care what's meta. He has his own ways of doing things. And you saw he etched out his own lead, and you can see there, we talked about, Lane Kingdom. The Shy, Rookie, they're the ones who got the leads. They're the ones who punished. And despite bot lane, valiant effort from Gala and Mark, if your lane's just collapsed, you're against IG. There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and it's really hard to see how they actually dig themselves out of it, because with their picks, they were supposed to have the counter picks. They had the team fight advantage here as well, but none of those things were able to actually string together. So going into the next game, it's going to be very difficult to see what they try to ban out. And you have to remember, guys like the Shy and Rookie, they have 20-plus champion picks from a single
they have
split.
a champion ocean.
They play a lot of damn things. And we saw this. This is the biggest difference in the LPL. If you want to survive, you need to play damn everything, because there's so many games, and you can never be pinned down on your champion pool.
Yeah, that's why the LPL is considered one of the most competitive, if not the most competitive in the league, or in the grand scope of the world of leagues. And IG, I'm so glad to see them back. It was a scary time in summer 2019. It was a little bit like, oh no, what's happened? All these beautiful, and like, the faithful shall be rewarded is probably my favorite one. Like, people who still had faith in the likes of Rookie, in the likes of the Shy, they are incredible talents, and they have proven time and time again, coming from 2018 right up until now, that they are still incredible talents.
And there's still ways to go for this team as well. IG, Lillian, and Rookie, I think they could look even sharper. We haven't seen a pure game where they've snowballed the entire lead into a win. So IG may look scary now. Think about what they're going to look at the year's end.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Game 2 is coming up very shortly, but we're going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll have picks and bans.